In cold and temperate climates, it is necessary to clothe the body as a protection against cold. In hot parts of the world, the need for protection against the weather by means of clothing disappears, and therefore in those regions primitive people go about naked. It is only when they come under the influence of foreign civilization that they put on clothing. It is erroneous to assume that clothing came into use because of an inborn sexual modesty. Primitive people do not cover their bodies out of modesty, the sinfulness of nakedness is unknown to them. Carl von den Steinen says that the naked tribes of the Xingu region of Brazil know no secret parts of the body. They joke about these parts in words and pictures quite unabashed, so that it would be foolish to call them indecent. The tales of licentiousness among primitive people that are to be found in old works of travel are mostly invented or grossly exaggerated. Looseness and laxity do not exist anywhere, though the unwritten laws which regulate the behavior of the sexes are different from ours. Unbridled indulgence is nowhere to be found. The public performance of the sex act takes place only exceptionally among some peoples, and then for ceremonial purposes. Even where, on festival occasions, marital intercourse takes place as a matter of course, the couples disappear into the darkness. So far as can be judged from ethnological literature, Europeans have rarely had the opportunity of observing the sex act, and then nearly exclusively among the African Negroes. Primitive man has a tendency towards endowing with supernatural powers all processes that he cannot understand. They become sacred, and hence have to be carried out in privacy. The feeling of disgust may perhaps be an additional reason for the concealment of the sex act. The objects arousing disgust vary among different peoples according to the conditions of their lives, but almost everywhere dangerous things are classed under this category, to which belong, according to primitive people, the discharges from the sexual and digestive organs. It thus comes about that primitive man is ashamed of urinating and defecating even before persons of his own sex. Even the lowest savage will seek out a very secluded spot for the fulfillment of these functions. After every passage of a river reaching above the pubic region a halt had to be made, during which my men took off their calabashes and emptied them. Then they put a new layer of green leaves into the round opening, stuck the penis in, and, with the help of the penis pin, pushed it in until it had completely disappeared and the calabash lay close to the abdomen. The covering of the penis is undoubtedly intended as a protection of the sensitive glands. Thus in the Brazilian forest the penis becomes endangered by spines of leaves being brushed off branches and boring themselves into the flesh. These spines, when torn out, cause painful inflammations.